What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Thursday, February 3rd, and it is late where I'm recording. Now, if you're watching this video, just know that this was pre-recorded because today we're going to be talking about Vulcan Forged, but most importantly, the VulcanVerse. The VulcanVerse has recently come out with a new land sale that I think you guys would be interested in. And by the time you see this video, there could only be a few hours left. So with that said, I want to dive deep into what this project is and how this land sale could potentially be worth or maybe not worth your investment. But we're going to find that out. So before we begin, don't forget, smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, join our Patreon page, and please do avoid any scammers down in the comments below. I do not contact via WhatsApp, Telegram, email, no DMs. I just don't contact anybody. So just avoid that and be careful, invest safely. So guys, let us go ahead and begin. So what has been happening in the news? Well, recently, Vulcan Forged on their Twitter page said between 12 to 24 hours is left over for this 100 plot sale that's happening in the VulcanVerse. And this is live right now as we speak. So only 100 are for sale. Now, there was an article that did come out that talks about 3 things that are going on in VulcanVerse that's helping gain a lot of momentum within its ecosystem. So the first thing that's going on is Elysium. Now, Elysium is a testnet. Now, one of the things that people don't like is that Vulcan Forge is built on Ethereum, and everybody knows that high gas fees are involved when making a transaction. Well, they have maybe figured out a way. So Vulcan Forge is now opted out to be built, or at least launch, on the Elysium blockchain. And they're stating that it's the blockchain for metaverses. So in a way, this is going to help alleviate a little bit of those gas fees, but also ecologically, to the environment, it doesn't consume as much electricity to process these transactions. So I thought that was really interesting because they decided to be more consciously aware of their transaction fees, and they're also using Polygon as well for their DEXs, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. So they're really shifting gears, and I really appreciate them doing that. So another thing that's going on is this land sale. The fact that the PYR token is at low cost right now, meaning the price of PYR token is pretty low. It's actually quite a good time to be accumulating those tokens to buy these lands, because sooner or later, if we're in a bull market, each token, there's only 50 million tokens of PYR. Well, that's going to be really expensive if you want to buy these lands a little bit later. So people have been stacking up on their tokens. And last but not least, PYR is now using Polygon for DEX. So a DEX is usually for swapping tokens or making transactions, but using Polygon limits the gas fee to being something much cheaper so that you can have a really good experience and so you're not being robbed. If you want to check that out, it's located here, and this is what it looks like. You can swap your MATIC tokens, and you can buy, well, pretty much anything. You want to buy PYR, or if you want to buy Lava, which is a token within its system. Also, you can do wrap tokens as well for Polygon. But if you want to copy and paste a different token that is on the Ethereum blockchain, you feel free to paste it on here. And so there you go. That is the DEX itself, and that is fairly new. Now, this is the land sale. This is kind of what's going on right now. So obviously there are many different price ranges, but some of them are going as low as 650 PYR tokens in terms of a starting bid. Initially, these started off as 400 PYR tokens, but because people are interested in this, these lands are actually selling as a starting bid, say for instance around 650 or more. So roughly that cost would equate to in US dollars around 7,800 or more. So you really have to equate to yourself, is this worth it? Now, some of these auctions actually are going to expire a little bit longer. So some of these may expire within a few hours of when you get this notification or get this video, but some of them won't expire until maybe 10 hours after. So consider this, you can actually buy this piece of land right in the middle for 690 PYR. Now, people are doing a starting bid of that price, but it doesn't seem like that many people are buying this right now, so this could be a great opportunity for you to look into it. But this is just a great example of you wanting to own land in that asset. So let's go ahead and look at the chart of Vulcan Forge, because Vulcan Forge right now is around $11.99 at the time of this recording. Again, I mentioned that there's only 50 million tokens. Consider that it's ranked number 170 out of the total coin market cap, so it's in the top 200. But if we look down here, it's definitely fallen from its all-time high, which is around $46. So to me, I actually think it's a good time to be accumulating these tokens in case you want to buy land or other assets within the system, because you may not get deals like this. Could it drop even lower? Quite possibly, but again, we're not going to do a technical analysis on that. This is based upon the land. Now, last thing I want to show you, or not actually not the last thing, but a few things I want to show you is the different districts, the different areas of the map that you need to look into. Now, there's Mountains of Boreas, Gardens of Arcadia, Underworld of Hades, and Desert of Notus, right? These are the different sectors within the map. And if you ever want to look at the map, go to landmap.vulcanforged with a D.com. And you'll have a map here that shows you what is pretty much what's going on, but also who owns the land. And this is the most important thing, because if you're acquiring land, you want to have some type of history, right? So say, for instance, if I click on this part right here, it shows on the right-hand side who the owner is, but also who previously owned that land. And it gives you the land effects and everything. So if you ever want to know about the history of your property, this is a great way to understand it and study it. And obviously you can kind of click anywhere and it'll just add on to the right-hand side of that property. So that's a great way to understand it. Now, one of the things I want to show you is kind of the overview effect, because we want to understand what's the bigger perspective other than these 100 plots that are for sale. Well, altogether, there's 9,918 plots that are available, but there's not going to be more minted after that. That's the set supply. So their initial land was sold out, so that was really cool. The diameter of this was 20M by 20M. So basically that's how big the land can be. But what I thought was really cool was that you can actually terraform your land. And we're just gonna go ahead and watch this video right here. And this allows you to understand that you can upgrade, change your land, you can make it however you want. And that's really cool. So when you buy the land, you really get to construct your own imagination towards it. And I think that's really cool with their technology, because we have to understand that when technology allows you to do this, they had to do a lot of work behind closed doors just to bring this to you. And so I think that's really cool. And I do believe that there is a sector, a market for gamers out there that do love this type of thing. And as we know, PYR token is definitely one of the more popular gaming tokens and metaverse tokens out there. Everybody knows about it, and there's not any place on social media that PYR does not come up in terms of accumulation. So there's a lot to go on there. So I want to talk a little bit more about staking. So we want to understand the staking methods, right? So as it says here, you need to own land and level it up to at least level 2 and stake PYR in your land to get started as a reward. Land can be leveled up as high as 7. Now, first you must sow the land. This is the stage, the 3 stages. First, you must sow the land. This is a one-time action per level, represents a fee needed to upgrade. Land can be sown to sold and enable a buyer to skip the fee, which is great, before they level up. Also, secondly, before staking can begin, the sowing land period has finished, you will also require XP, which is in-game experience. That can be earned by playing our games, which is really important because they want to keep you incentivized to play these games. Now, finally, once land is sown, there's only a 20-day period before it can be opened or upgraded. To upgrade the land, you must stake PYR in the land and sacrifice some lava. As long as the PYR is locked up, it will remain at that level. If PYR is removed, though, then it will drop instantly, and you can regain that level at any time. But here's an example. So if a user has level 5 land with 650 PYR staked and removes 300 PYR, now he has 350 total PYR staked, and his or her land has dropped to level 4. Now that's just everything in a nutshell. But again, this is based off of if you really enjoy playing this game. If you enjoy this type of atmosphere, then this is definitely for you. So guys, all in all, what do you think this is? Is this a good opportunity to invest, or is this something to skip out on? In all honesty, in my opinion, I actually think this is worth the investment. Yes, I said it out loud. I actually think this is worth the investment of $7,800 for these lands. That's only if, again, this is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing with you is my own financial opinion and for your financial entertainment. But if you're heavily into this game and you're already playing all these games to get these XPs, then this is actually worth it. This is actually fun for you. This is an investment for you. This is something that, as we know, land is a great asset to have in this space. So that's my personal opinion. Yes, $7,800 or more dollars is a lot of money, but if you really enjoy this, then it may be worth it. It may be worth it because again, there's only over 9,000 sales and it's maxed at that level. Keep that in mind. That's the set supply, and that's very little compared to Sandbox, which has over 100,000. Keep that in mind. So guys, with that said, let me know your thoughts below. Are you interested in buying these lands? Are you a little cautious around it? Or do you feel like this is an opportunity for those who dare to venture out on this journey? Well guys, leave those comments down below. Again, don't forget, be sure to like that button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching Cryptolution. Register on our Patreon page for our insider trading tips and more. And don't forget to click on the affiliates link below to receive sign-up bonuses and access the global crypto assets exchange. Invest safely, and we'll see you on the next episode of Cryptolution.